Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Giraffe wall mount pressure washers. Now this pressure washer is kind of in its own unique category because of some of the features that it provides, right? And personally for me, it's not the best pressure washer you can get. It's not the most affordable pressure washer you can get. I wanted something that's convenient, portable, very easy to use, and also affordable as well, because cost is a big thing. After doing all of my search, I narrowed down my search to this wall-mounted pressure washers from Giraffe. Now this is the Giraffe Pressure Washer Plus. It's the P106 Plus. Well, this guy is just the regular P106. Now I was able to pick this up for about 370 Canadian dollar on Prime Day. And I picked this one up as well for about 320 as well on Prime Day. But I actually got this one first. Got the sale even before Prime Day. Prime Day, yeah, you can always get better sales even outside of the regular Prime Day, because it was basically the same price I was selling this guy for when I bought it on non-Prime Day, on Prime Day as well. Now this guy is kind of like an on-demand pressure washer, which means that it's going to be mounted on the wall. It comes with the 100-foot hose rail, so which means I can take it from here, pull it pretty much to any part of the house or anywhere in the garage or outside. It is also outdoor rated, so if you wanted to mount this outside, if your hose babe is outside, then yeah, you can always do that. But for me, I ran the water line to this part of the garage, so that way, even during the winter months, I don't need to shut off my water. I can always use this to, if I need to hose down, the mud and all that kind of stuff during the winter, I can do that with this guy. All right, let's go. But first things first, I'm going to install the backing board. The backing board kind of, makes sure that I can kind of hit both studs, and also kind of keeps things much cleaner. Let's look at what's inside the box first of all. Gun. Some different nozzles. Pressure washer. Now the biggest difference again is just is the pressure hose, right? This guy has the flexible pressure hose, and this guy has a stiffer pressure hose, and it does make a difference when it comes to convenience and ease of use. Let's quickly talk about the numbers on this guy. Now, this are both 2200 psi on the top end, so the maximum you can get is 2200. If you're using the zero nozzle, the pressure will vary depending on other factors, right? The pressure of your water, the nozzle you're using, a couple of things, but top end 2200 psi. This pressure washer, they use 1/2 inch hose. Well, that means less volume but more pressure. But your point of view using a pressure washer is because of pressure anyways. Another selling feature, or that thing that I really love about these guys, are the hose. It's a retractable hose, right? I can go ahead and I can pull it out, right? And then it automatically retracts. This is an extremely convenient feature. Now, before I ended up settling for this option, I did a little bit of review, research and all, and then I came about one from Obsessed Garage. Now Obsessed Garage is probably it's one of the OGs when it comes to garage detailing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been around for a bit, but I saw his review on this, and he said anyone that buys this is you just throwing money away, or you're stupid or whatever. And I'll say take that with a fine grain of salt. I personally will I completely discarded his review on this product, because I completely identified that he's coming from a completely different perspective. Now, first of all, this guy is a detailer. So, he uses Kranzel two of them inline in his house. I mean, why would you need two pressure washers inline as a regular average person, right? That's to tell you that he's coming and operating from a completely different perspective, right? I mean, if it's $2,000 pressure washer and you still need two because you're worried about one of them failing, kind of means that your expectation is completely different. And I'm not willing to spend $1,000 on a pressure washer that I'm only using probably 4 or 5 months a year. At least here in Alberta, Canada, we don't get summer doesn't stick around that long. Anyways, I looked around. I tried to find other alternative solutions, right? Something that's all in one like this. I mean, people suggested there's the Active 2.0, and they actually just released Active 2.3. I explored the option. Being in Canada, first of all, it was more expensive. Secondly, you needed too many auxiliary accessories to make it work in a clean and portable fashion. So you have to buy the pressure washer itself, you have to buy all the hoses, you have to buy the mounting bracket. This one comes with all of that: gun, hose, the pump itself, the mounting brackets, and everything you need to just plug it and away you go. And this guy, you don't have to worry about turning it on and turning it off. At least that's one of the biggest things I love about them. You squeeze it, it turns on automatically. You let it go and then it shuts off as well. So for me, it's more for the average homeowner perspective. I'm not a detailer. I don't detail people's cars. Well, I mean, I detail my mom's car, my own car, my friend's cars, but it's not a business. It's not something I do professionally. So my expectation out of the pressure washer is much lower than that of someone like a Giraffe, for example, that is a professional detailer, right? Also, I do have a gas-powered pressure washer, so if I need to do something very, very intensive, right, I can bring that one out. But that one always requires a lot of work. You have to bring it out, you have to make sure you put gas inside of it, you have to connect the hoses, you have to pull the chain to get it started, and then it doesn't automatically shut off. When you want to take a break in between, you have to turn it off and then pull it again. So that I leave that for the heavy duty stuff. Whenever I need to do that, I can always grab that. But this unit also offers flexibility of moving it around. Because it just hangs on like a picture frame, you can purchase additional mounts from Giraffe that you can mount to all of your other favorite locations. This thing only has about 100 hours of operating time is what it's rated for, which means it's disposable. But I personally have kind of gotten used to a lot of technologies and electronics kind of reaching that part anyways. Your phones are disposable. Yeah, a lot of electronics right these days, they're all disposable. So you're not going to be able to, once this kit stops working right, you can't replace any of the components. The hose, if it breaks, yeah, you can't replace it. You have to actually buy a completely new set. So be careful with it. And yeah, it's kind of it sucks in that regard. But other than that, a lot of people have also complained about the reliability on these units. Again, I've seen both. Some people complain, some people have actually had good experiences. But again, I've seen that across multiple products anyways. Ultimately, it comes down to the customer experience for me from the company. If the company has fantastic customer experience, I mean, I kind of give a little bit of a leeway when it comes to the product itself. So I'm hoping that I'll give it a try. I'll take the gamble on this one. One thing I found very disappointing was the PSI numbers. Now, Giraffe says this unit should be able to get closer to 2200 PSI. So I decided why not buy a pressure tester. And then I tested all 4 nozzles. The 0, 25, 40 and 15 degrees. And I could not get anything near 2200 PSI. The most I could get was about the 1500 PSI. So I reached out to Giraffe's customer support to get clarification as to what conditions need to be met to achieve the 2200 advertised numbers, or what they had used in the testing to achieve those numbers. They replied within a couple of days and offered a replacement. I haven't received the replacement unit as at the filming of this video, so I cannot confirm if it's something that's just with this unit or maybe it's something that's common with all of them. Trying to use this to strip out all this stuff on the floor is going to take me forever with this guy. So I'm going to go get my other gas powered one to try and get this one done pretty fast. But I mean, it is doing the job, but it's doing it at a little bit of a slower rate, right? But again, the intent of this is not to do heavy duty stuff in my own use case. It's more of, cleaning. I don't need it to be powerful to strip out stuff when I'm cleaning. I don't need to wash my car without stripping out my paint, right? I want it to be, so the 2200 psi is, I think it's more than enough for most average user. I guess time will tell in terms of the quality, right, and the reliability of these things. I've seen reviews from people saying it failed after the first few uses, right. They do have a more expensive version. It's about 800 bucks, but that one comes with like an induction model, and it has replaceable, the hose is actually replaceable, so it's a little bit more serviceable, so which means if it breaks, you can kind of replace parts on it. But for 800 bucks, 300 bucks, if this one breaks, just go buy another one of the same one. If you're looking to get one of this for occasional use, I'll say it's decent. But if you want to use it as a professional, I'll say probably go and check out reviews from professionals like Obsessed Garage and actual detailers, right? If you want to be listening to their own review. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. It's time for me to get back to cleaning this garage, and yeah, stay tuned for the finished product of my garage makeover. But I still have to, wash out the floors and put up the, install my flooring and put up my slat walls and a couple of other things left. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys later.